A wonderful morning to our viewers across the world. It's Ayo Adams on the sports segment of the weekend show. And it's been an exciting week of brilliant football across the world. I mean, the World Cup is on and it's been amazing. Goals have been scored, upsets have happened. And well, we'll get started. The FIFA World Cup's first round kicked off with a high note, upsets and uproars, history made, records broken. 49 goals scored across 20 games. Some of these games were upsets as the Saudis stunned Argentina. They now all have Rolls Royces, like the word from the FIFA president. Today, I feel Saudi Arabian. Japan cleaned out a protesting German side. Iran ran out Wales off the course. Spain dragged Costa Rica by their heads. And our Ghanaian brothers put up a formidable contest as they ushered in the first set of goals for the African continent, while the Teranga Lions gave us our very first win. On the sports segment this morning, we'll be reviewing the round one of the FIFA World Cup, and we'll also be previewing the round two at the end of the show. But don't forget, stay tuned to us to the end of the show. We have tickets to give away from Sabi Groove for Festival of Light happening next weekend. So stay tuned to the end of the show till you get that. On the sports segment this morning, I have Church Arokodare live from Lagos to preview the round one and review what has been going on. Good morning, Church. How are you?
Good morning, Ayo. How are you?
I'm fine, very much, thank you. How's Lagos? How's the weather in Lagos?
It's quite hot, very hot actually. We're cooking.
All right, then let's get straight into it. The FIFA World Cup has started, lots of goals, lots of exciting moments and exciting actions going down. But we'll start with the very first ones, you know, the upsets that happened. Argentina were upset by Saudi Arabia, and they all have Rolls Royces right now. I mean, Church, wouldn't you like to be a player inside that Saudi Arabian team right now? I mean, getting a Rolls Royce or just defeating Argentina?
I think I just want to find out if go to the bench to get Rolls Royce. I won't mind sitting on the bench. But yeah, I'm sure that on top of the world, it's not an easy feat to beat Argentina in the World Cup. So yeah. Yes, they should be proud of it.
Oh, okay. All right, then, talking about the upset, I mean, Argentina got upset by Saudi Arabia. We also had Japan, I mean, cleaning out a protesting German side. Wow. And then we also had Wales and Iran yesterday, Iran defeating Wales. These are the three major upsets that have happened so far in the tournament. What are your thoughts about this upset? And what are your thoughts generally about these teams? You know, I mean, is it that the bigger teams are looking down on the smaller teams? Or the smaller teams are saying, you know what, this is the World Cup and we want to win?
I think to an extent, the Eastern teams, that Saudi Arabia and Iran, they have a bit of edge. Due to the fact that they are used to the weather, so it might be playing a funny one on the stronger teams, because maybe after like 60, 70 minutes they're a bit tired, so it starts to wear off. Like if you watch the Iran and Wales game yesterday, Iran literally won that game like towards the end of the match. So yeah. Yes, the World Cup is living up to the expectation I had. I didn't think it was going to be a dull one, and it's not. Yeah. It hasn't been a dull one so far. So yes, I think it's been a good one so far.
Yeah, talking about moments not being dull, the African teams have been playing so far, and we've not seen any goals until Ghana, our brothers in Jolo, the people who knocked us out of the tournament, played Portugal. And I mean, Andrea, you gave us our very first goal of the tournament, and it was a really clean sight to see. I honestly was rooting for the Ghanaian team that I was hoping that they would win, but eventually they did not. I mean, how do you now feel about the African teams? Ghana has given us first and second goal, and Senegal eventually gave us our very first win against Qatar yesterday in a 3-1 defeat, in a 3-1 triumph to Qatar. The African teams now, are they giving you any glimmer of hope to go into the next round?
I think aside maybe Cameroon, yeah, I think aside Cameroon, I think every other African team stand like a huge chance to still go into the next stage. Senegal won their match yesterday. If they could just get a draw, probably they might be safe enough to go to the next round. I think Tunisia as well. Tunisia had a draw in their first match. I think they are playing Australia today. Yeah, they should have as well. If they could win that match, they stand a very good chance of going to the next round. So I think apart from Cameroon, that's a bit dicey because the group is really strong. I think yeah, the African teams do stand a chance. They do stand a chance if they keep up what they've been doing so far.
All right, then let's move to the GOATs, Church. The two GOATs in the tournament have both scored. Similarly, they've both scored penalties. But the only different thing is one of the GOATs did not win, and the other one did win. And the other one winning was just not a win, was a landmark win, was a landmark goal. Cristiano Ronaldo emerged as the first ever player to score in 5 different World Cup tournaments. That's a milestone for a player such as Cristiano Ronaldo. How do you feel about Cristiano Ronaldo? Do you think this World Cup will be a World Cup for him? And then Messi on the flip side of the coin, playing Mexico later tonight, do you think he also has a chance to move into the next round? Who are you siding with amongst the GOATs? I already know, but I mean, still tell our viewers who you're siding with.
I think I wore this jersey because of this question, because so that people can understand that I'm a huge Ronaldo fan.
Yeah, huge Ronaldo fan,
yes,
yeah.
the fact that he's still in it, they won their first match, he scored a goal, it was really exciting. I have nothing against Messi, but I just prefer Ronaldo. And I think Portugal stand a chance. They have the team. If they could just be more resilient and maybe a bit better defensively, they should go a long way. As regards Messi and Argentina today, South American teams are always very difficult to play against. So I don't know how that's going to play out today, but
it's none of your business. Abi?
They need to win their match. They need to win the match, and if they don't do that, I'll still be happy because Ronaldo definitely stands a better chance without missing the tournament.
All right, then. Also, I mean, the Brazilians eventually gave us their first game. We saw a brilliant spectacle from the Samba team. But one thing that really clearly stood out was the Charlison's double and the second goal, that beautiful bicycle kick. Do you think that's the goal of the tournament, or do you think there's any goal that's going to beat that spectacle that we saw?
Yeah, I think the Richarlison goal was spectacular. He tends to have a flair for spectacular. He tries to do all that every day. And the Premier League will see that he's very talented. Maybe a bit temperamental, but he's very, very talented. So I don't know if that will be the goal of the tournament. I think we'll still have a lot of bangers coming in. We've had some near misses. I think the Pulisic hit yesterday was brilliant. Yeah. There are some near misses that we've had. So, but yeah, so far so good. I think his goal stands out.
His goal stands out. Now let's move to, I mean, one thing we can clearly talk about now is the first round has gone out the window. And we've seen multiple players. We've seen players score brilliant goals, and you also spoke about spectacular goals. Which player has impressed you so far in this tournament? The only player with 3 goals is Enner Valencia of Ecuador. But which player has clearly, I mean, impressed you so far in this tournament after the first round of games?
You know, the funny thing is, good you mentioned Enner Valencia, because I was actually going to Ecuador. I think, to me, so far, so good. The left back, the one that plays for Brighton, I don't know his name, I can't pronounce it. But I think he has been spectacular.
Yeah.
He has done so much in the first 2 matches. He has really had standout tournaments. I think Brighton have a very good player there. I think also the French team have had a good one. I can't really pinpoint which player, because they all played really well.
Yeah.
Then, I won't say the Portuguese team, but the Saudi Arabians and the Iranians also. Shout outs. They did a lot. But standout player of the tournament, I think, is STPD and the left back from Brighton.
Okay. So let's move to round 2 now. Round 2 kick-started yesterday, and it's been so brilliant. I mean, the round 2 started with Wales losing to Iran. Then we had Senegal giving African the first win. We also had the Netherlands team playing a 1-1 draw with Ecuador. But the most significant game that happened yesterday was the USA versus England. And England looked done for. And I mean, I'm going to say this out loud. That boy in the middle of the park, Tyler Adams, I mean, anybody that carries Adams at the back of their names are not jokers. And I mean, he came up the plate. Rice, Bellingham, Mason Mount, they could not do anything against the USA team yesterday. And I mean, basically it was a fight between football versus soccer, and it seemed like as if soccer was winning. England were not ready to play. What do you think happened in the England game yesterday? Harry Kane was off the bat. They didn't have a goal on target in the first half. What happened to the English team with star-studded youngsters?
I think their problem is the coach. I think his tactics don't favor the players that he has, or he tends to favor certain players or certain players. Yesterday, it was very obvious that he needed to bring Foden in. He needed a bit of more creativity. Nobody knows why Foden ain't coming. It's really, really weird how they set up. But for the Adams, Adams is not a new. For we that watch Premier League, he's not a new player. I think he also came in from like RB Leipzig last season. Yeah, I think Salzburg, I can't remember. Well, he's a very good player. He has held his own in the Premier League. He's doing excellently well in Leeds. So I don't think I was really surprised that he was able to not necessarily nullify or neutralize the midfield of English, but that's what he did. So yes, he was really stand out yesterday, and I think Southgate needs to get his act right for the final match. Although I think they will still go through.
All right, you think they will still go through? Well, those are the results from the round 2 that started yesterday. We had Senegal defeating Qatar 3-1. Wales falling short to Iran 2-0. Holland and Ecuador in a 1-1 draw, and USA with England in a goalless draw. So, Church, let's go to the fixtures that we have for today. Group C and Group D, we have Poland playing Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia wins that game and they go into the next round. Australia playing Tunisia. Both teams do not have 3 points. Tunisia has a single point as it drew Denmark. Argentina playing Mexico. Messi's game of his life, that if they do not win this game today, Argentina might be looking at the shores of, home. And we have France playing Denmark. France wins this game and they go into the next round. We also have on Sunday, Japan playing Costa Rica. A win for Japan takes them into the next round. Spain playing Germany. If Spain defeats Germany, Germany goes back home. Morocco versus Belgium. Belgium needs a win to go into the next round, and Morocco needs a win to stay in the tournament, while Croatia versus Canada were looking for all 3 points after their outing. So, Chad, give us your predictions on particular games. Argentina versus Mexico. How do you think that game would go?
I think Messi would stand out. So I think it would be like a 3-1 victory for Argentina.
3-1 victory for Argentina.
For them, so
all right. Poland versus Saudi Arabia.
Blood, sweat, and tears for it. So Messi will stand out.
All right.
It will be a 3-1 win for Argentina.
All right. Okay. Poland versus Saudi Arabia. What are your thoughts? Do you think the Saudis are going into the next round?
That's a tough one to call.
If they win that game,
first match, so
if they win that game, what would you imagine that they're going to win?
Lewandowski has some living up to do.
I said if they win that game, now they won the first game and they got the Rolls Royce. If they qualify into the next round, what do you think their king is going to give them this time around?
Those men, they will definitely be getting lands and wives. Definitely be getting lands and wives.
All right, France versus Denmark. What do you think the game will be? France-Denmark.
France. I think France will win.
France-Denmark.
I also think it'll be a tough one.
All right, then
let's. I think Denmark threw their first match, so they need to win this one as well.
All right, then let's go to the matches playing on Sunday. Spain versus Germany. If Germany loses that game, they go home. Do you think Spain will win that game, or do you think Germany will stay in the tournament?
I don't know what's happening to Germany of recent when it comes to international tournaments. They tend to just fall off, even if they have great players. So I don't really understand what it is. But I think Spain will go through. I think Spain will win this one, like 2-1. 2-1
to Spain. Church, thank you. It's been an exciting segment. I'm reviewing and previewing the World Cup tournament. Thank you very much for coming on the show.
You're welcome. Anytime.
All right, then. All right, so guys, we'll move on. And like I said, we have tickets to give away from Sabi Groove. We have a couple of tickets here to give away right there on the screen. And if you want any of this ticket, listen to the question I'm about to say out loud, and you go to our Twitter and Instagram handles. The latest post you see there, make your comments underneath those posts. What's the question? There's been a single red card given out in the World Cup tournament. Which country and which player? There's been a single red card given out in this tournament so far. Which country has earned that red card and which player received the red card? Put your comments below the latest post you see on our Instagram handles, and we will check and pick the winners at random. Well, we went to the street to ask our fans at Onile Corner. The Messi and Ronaldo at the World Cup. They've both scored single goals. Ronaldo has won. Messi has not. We are asking our fans. We went to the street to ask them, who do you think will outshine who at the World Cup tournament? They had this to say. My name is Ayo Adams. You can follow me on my social media handles at Ayo Adams SS. Ayo Adams, the S is double. And we'll be seeing you same time next week. Bye-bye for now.
By looking at it, Ronaldo will go far in this World Cup than Messi. Even the name Ronaldo alone is a fear to other countries, other teams. So can't use age for Ronaldo. He still play like someone that is 20-something. So I believe and I strongly believe in him that we go far in this World Cup than Messi.
If you look at the squad the Portuguese are going with, they have like options in every position. They have a stronger team compared to the Argentina national team. And if you look at the way the Argentina national team have even started, they lost to Saudi Arabia, ranked 712 in the world. Not being a Ronaldo fan only, but I feel the Portuguese will go far than Argentina. So I feel Ronaldo will go far than Messi.
Messi in the field and they trash them, that kind of trashing is a disgrace to me. Understand? To his fans, I'm not a fan to Messi, I'm a fan to Ronaldo. And the trashing now wants them to celebrate. And if you see how those people celebrate now, you could imagine. I was so shocked that they happened to declare a holiday for just winning. It's not World Cup that you win, just winning in Argentina. So that's why I think that Ronaldo will go further than Messi.
players that Portugal has on ground, Ronaldo can still make performance than Messi. Because with the look of view, actually the performance of Portugal this time are more higher than the one of Argentina. And with the passion that Ronaldo has in football team, I believe that Ronaldo can still make impact for this World Cup than Messi.
He builds the team around himself, and he's not a selfish player as well. But I like him. He's a nice player. He's going to go far.
I can't really say much about it because I watched Argentina, Saudi Arabia, and Messi wasn't that spectacular. I think he was playing on pressure because Ronaldo usually play better when it comes to all this kind of competition. But Messi doesn't really play well like that. I think he usually have problem with his home team.
Messi will go far, Argentina will go far because they have young blood that are doing well in their club side. So I feel, although Portugal too, they do have young blood too, but I feel Argentina has the experience. You have the likes of Di Maria that played the last World Cup and stuff like that.